I have no idea if that worked. Oh, okay. I think a lot of people are saying it's down right now. Okay. So yeah, Seribot's probably just down right now, Hayden. I do also... Hey, Friendor. How do I look, Yellow Man? Wait, what? I'm probably going to be real big dumb here, but I don't know the reference.
Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank
Sayu! You know, the other thing I kind of forgot.
From the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing.
You know, the other thing I gotta do is go to Stream Elements and adjust that spam bot.
Don't worry, you're just in time.
Connect to Twitch.
It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
Let's see here. Ah, yes, hello.
All is
Chat
well when
bot.
you have friends coming from afar.
Chat commands modules.
Allow me to introduce you to General Huai Yan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal.
Like custom messages to users on an ad break of it?
Tourists who've come to attend the
Hype Train polls charity.
Elder Huai Yan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique. Even
That's when I go
among
live,
generals.
do a viewer queue.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances,
Okay.
Marshal has called me back to duty, and I have no choice but to answer the call.
Hi, Gio. Smiling Friends is the reference. How's Honkai? I just started.
Living such a long life
I just started. Just learned of chicken chipotle taco. So, unfortunately for you, Gio, I do not like Chipotle. I refuse to go to Chipotle.
Honor to meet you, General Huai Yan.
Oh, also, Hayden, the fact that Zwar's message got timed her out was because of a new filter the
Today
chatbot
I'm just
has.
a guest on the Lawfu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Lawfu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Huai Yan.
It's from Zaxby's. Oh, my bad. I've lived 5 minutes from one, but at one point and still I've never been to one. So, I'm not going to say where I live, but we were on the way back from the neighboring state visiting family, and we had stopped at a Chipotle, right? And yeah, shortly after we had Chipotle, my parents were fine. However, me, no. Unfortunately for me, I got diarrhea, so I've never been back since.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
If I had to live anywhere, I'd like to say I live more in my own space-time dimension.
What a coincidence.
If you've ever seen Tsukumichi, that anime, it's more like that.
Now you've piqued my curiosity.
Tsukumichi. That's if I'm not botching the name at all.
She helped me capture the the escaped Borisin prisoners at the Star Stuff.
Let me see if I can find a link.
Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh.
Yeah.
That's why I found a dagger in my bag.
If you know anything on anime, it is this one right here,
Yes,
Sukumichi,
it is.
Moonlit Fantasy.
Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borisin prisoner would have gotten away.
Really, really good show.
Hold on a sec, Yunli. You took my sword.
I've seen the first season. Season 2 came out recently. I think it's on season 3. So within the show,
Sword masters.
the main character essentially kind of has, it's his own space. I can't remember how it works, but essentially it's like a realm in which it's his own place, sort of thing. It's kind of like its own dimension.
Expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone.
Ah, yeah, the stream element bot.
With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So
You know what? I wouldn't say it's a domain expansion, but it is more of a domain. Yes.
Without asking is stealing. You want to settle this with swords?
Reincarnated and rejected by the caller. Yeah, Seribot is down, so I enabled the stream elements add.
Because I'm not
So.
as easy to handle as the Borisin.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship.
Stream elements has a
Notably,
new
the
activity
legendary
feed.
Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yunli, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say she definitely has that.
I can use avatars
fiery
now?
edge.
You have to choose old, man.
Such grandiose.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson?
Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive
So,
her.
by the way, I don't know if it was in here, but I did do some polls for Yunli. I do not want her.
I have some business to discuss. For now,
Your boy wants, Fei Shuai, I think her name is?
take Miss Yunli.
She's like I think she's a fox one with a big
I'll
axe.
find another chance to talk with you all.
Yeah, she's a, oh,
I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express.
she
for helping the Law Food during the
She
crisis.
fox with a big axe, who I think is actually a boss.
I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me.
Oh, hey,
for
Gio,
coming
by
at
the
an
way.
inconvenient time.
My little depresso's packing
You
heat.
needn't apologize, General Hua Yan.
He's forever angry.
Take this opportunity to clear things up with
You started a new playthrough in any characters? For this?
It's better to make friends than enemies.
I'm about to say, Yun Li is basically Clara 2.0.
I want to visit Lingsha.
Clara, but instead of a robot, a big sword. Oh, not for this? Wait, which game?
Yangqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can
Okay. I only do one
Don't get
account.
aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Lafu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
I want to ignore everything that Yangqing says. Dude, she's so tiny and wears a crown. Also, why does she not have socks?
This is the report Qingzu just sent me. Huh.
Is it wrong to say I
Looks
don't
like
like
the
his character
general is-
enough? I want to skip all his dialogue.
Well, it's not exactly a test. It's just, you know. Well,
You
It is the Law Fu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet,
free easy gyms to new play with the new characters. Yeah, that's true.
has attracted esteemed generals from the
I think the only thing is you won't have access to their materials unless you get the base one.
Might there be any specific instructions from the
I did not get Boot Hill. I will probably wait till.
You're overthinking
I'll
it.
probably wait till his rerun.
As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's.
The other thing too, Geo, if you're anything like me, you only get offensive characters.
However,
I only get offensive characters,
know what
which is the
Yao
problem
Qing
with me.
Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage.
E2 Boot Hill? Oh, nice.
Title of
I have
Arbiter
E2
General
Acheron on this character on my main account.
So
I
many
had
years
so
has
much
been
luck with
well.
Acheron.
However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up. The Marshal knows
Enemies
everything. She
forkers?
has come.
Forkers.
Speaking of which,
If that is slang for
she
enemy,
arrived
I do not
yet?
know.
They say the Merlin's claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
Is this that 4-star I heard about? Oh, it's him? Okay.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned.
I have seen this guy's moveset right here. It is super cool.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing,
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
So, he's a new Harmony No. He's a new healer, I believe. This guy is a 4-star.
Message instead.
Yes.
What does she mean?
So, the pink-haired fox guy is like a healer. I believe he's a 5-star. The other guy, this guy is like a 4-star.
Master heard about a
But I have seen a lot of his
spectacular
moves.
Gorge waterscape.
Very, very
I
cool.
believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Genuine? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply stating the
Yeah, this guy right here is going to be
Master thought it would
in the
inappropriate
second
to keep you
half
waiting,
of the
so
banner.
she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
I want the axe girl. I
Forgot
can't
to
remember her
ask
name.
Lee to return my sword. No need to bother. The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. I'll ask for it later when we meet again.
Hold on,
Oh,
if TikTok would
by
load.
the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huayan's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
Like adjusting my opera window right here.
You're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yao Qing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
So I know we're doing story, but just to kind of get my point across.
Thing so unusual.
This is who I am waiting for, Fei Shuao.
They simply received
She
information
is
from
in
the
association with the
Just
pink-haired girl,
like
or the pink-haired guy, I believe. But this is who I want.
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we
She's
have two
actually a
Arbiter
future
Generals
boss,
and
apparently?
other
I don't
Xianzhou
know.
ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the ambrosial arbor crisis?
It's just a character center story.
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the law
But just kind of like a short thing of it.
disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion?
I don't know anything about either one. I just know that they've been announced. No, she's the one I want.
Merely one side of the story to the other.
She's the one I
arbiter generals of
want
the
over
Alliance.
any other one.
Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The ambrosial.
I will say though, with this update, the hunt
Undeniable that the plague
march
was
is
subdued
out.
by the Xianzhou Luofu
You just have to
has
progress far enough.
resurfaced. But was it
Because
really
I just
conspiracy
launched up
instigated
Hoyo to
by the
play
Antimatter Legion?
Zenless.
Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the
I don't know
Luofu,
what he does. One or the other.
implicating Jingyuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish. The general must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Zhu Ming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu?
If he also has
Not
an
unheard of. The timing is
explosive personality.
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Hung. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the general, it's not like you can do anything.
By the way, what? I am listening.
Did I say something wrong? Again?
I am listening.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken
Copper and tellurium?
I need to
Why do
get
you
the
ask?
Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's
And what do you mean?
protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
My depresso says all.
Hey, who's bragging? Anyway, this time it'll just be a few ordinary IPC workers. Surely you don't think they'll be even trickier than Aventurine, do you?
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness.
No fun.
Let's head to the Artisanship Commission.
I guess that's just not me.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people?
Oh, God, is it this
I
annoying
think I
guy?
get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house.
Oh, wait,
right?
wrong way.
But I am trying to reason with you here.
Oh, God. They named him Scott.
Toxic voice sounds familiar.
Did you also know that panda is the easiest to spell word?
You
Wait,
know
what?
This isn't my first time dealing with
All
the
you need
Sky
is
Bear
P and
Commission.
A.
I can
Wait,
handle
what do you
your
mean?
unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo? Isn't
E
that
and
going a
A?
bit too far?
What about the Indy?
Many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo,
Yeah, I'm
completed the
confused.
security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears? Or is
P
it
and
just
A.
your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance.
I don't know that one.
Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
By the way, is this the guy from a couple updates ago?
Staying on the
Yeah, I get it. P and A. I don't get it. Why do I feel like you're baiting me?
They're in trouble? No, it's me. I'm the one in trouble.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
Break
How's
Panda
dealing with the
apart.
IPC protest, Nishikwe? What's going on
Oh.
here?
And this is Mr.
So you're
Like I wanted to.
I didn't get it till now. I'm sorry. I get it
There
now.
are dangerous items. What do they have
I
to
am
do with
so
you?
like very overlooking of this stuff.
I understand, but
In most cases, we
I'm
don't.
sorry. It's just me.
However,
biological tissue. Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In
No,
any
yeah,
case,
yeah, yeah.
According to our regulations,
I just overlooked
we
something like
unseal
that.
one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with.
The first,
It doesn't
dude,
matter if it's
I will
chemical or
overlook stuff like
biological.
this all the
It's none of your
time.
business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission.
Absolutely,
for
quite literally.
ridiculous regulations.
this Mr. Scott seems stubborn and
I don't know that
difficult to
meme.
sway. Honestly, I
Hold
really
on.
don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC. I heard how you helped R. O'Malley. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
I just want the images. Yes. Oh, I hate this shit. At the end of the negotiation, if your morals higher than your opponent's is considered okay. No, I don't. Dude, I hate
As I
these.
recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to...
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Hey everyone! Meet my old friend Scott. He's very talented, especially at imitating animals.
Stop it! Let's focus on the business at hand.
Dang it.
What's the point in dragging up the past?
Oh, you're amazing! Can you teach me?
Just forget it. Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these...
I'll look at it in here in a minute.
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage after the inspection, the Express... I
No,
mean,
they
the
went and
Skyfaring
changed it
Commission will
entirely.
compensate you.
That's kind of the weird thing of it.
The Skyfaring Commission.
Like, I was never good with these.
Yeah, they will compensate you. provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Since the Intelligentsia Guild entrusted
I'm
the
gonna
cargo
lose
to
this one.
the IPC for transportation, it's the IPC's responsibility to ensure its safety, right? Why would you need a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Oh.
Let me tell you something. As stated in Article 17 of the IPC,
I get the two words, but it still is like, I guess it's not like my kind of meme.
During their transit, all risks, save for those only protect
God
the
damn
integrity
it.
of the goods and prevent anyone with ill intentions from as for whether the cargo itself poses a security threat to the we both need to follow the regulations.
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn. Everyone has their own set of rules.
Aha!
Now that you're on their turf,
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Xianzhou, but if I violate the IPC regulations...
Oh, thank God. Oh,
Well, you
oh
guys
Lord.
know how to argue your case. Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just...
Well,
Yeah, you've got some insight there.
allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Law Firm.
This girl right here is also a new character, new 5-star. They are indeed.
She's the new Cauldron Master assigned from the Xianzhou Juming.
I received a report
Dude,
from the
she is a
Artisanship Commission
babe.
about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected,
Shot. Oh, she's an
doesn't
abundance character. Oh.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Maybe
Why
for her.
are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Oh, here you go.
Well, that's more like it.
So,
if only the young displayed a more
Fei Shual is a part of the
we could have sidestepped that
Fei
altercation just
Shual.
now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulations signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all
Personality
biological
is
ships can
straightforward.
only
That
leave
sounds
port when they're
exactly like
confirmed
me.
to be of no threat, or
Fuck
when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Say that is too long.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young.
Oh,
and
dang
full
it.
of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more
Slingshot's gonna be in 2.5.
Have some confidence in yourself.
Typical of a long-life
She kind of comes
Your
on.
words are dripping with
I don't
sarcasm.
know.
While you may not care about
By the way,
I do.
Fei Shuao,
Demanding double
again,
compensation
sorry if
from the
I'm
Skyfaring
botching
Commission for
Chinese
every
pronunciations.
minute wasted.
She's wearing gloves.
You seem pretty confident that your career.
Both Ling Sha and Fei Shuao will be 2.5. I am skipping both banners for her and the other one.
Step aside,
Mostly because I do need another
Let me
healer.
do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott.
But yeah, again, it's the gloves.
Just let them do the security inspection.
The bottom portions of her feet, so her feet kind of up a little bit of red, and her gloves.
Well, honestly, at least you're not
Pink-haired? Oh, the guy. Yeah. He should be in the next. He should be after the current banner.
Is this the IPC product?
By the way, are they doing more
Any damages
cutscenes?
caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Why do I feel like they're doing more cutscenes? I don't know, but I like it.
Turn it off.
Dude, the IPC be effed up. When an ally is inflicted with Terror Grip, attacking the caster of Terror Grip can dispel Terror Grip. Okay, when the Terror Grip ends, if the caster of Terror Grip is not attacked or dispelled Terror Grip, then the afflicted ally will fall in a terrified state and be able to... Oh, that's great.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise. Until everything burns to ashes! Set to the sea!
How many broke you, man? Say these new enemies are pretty cool. I might need to try and farm for more relics for Firefly. You have been broken.
Let's improvise. Let the show begin.
It'll be him and... Wait, they're bringing... Hold on. They're already doing a rerun of Sparkle?
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days?
They're doing a rerun of Sparkle this early?
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
Dude, she came out like an update ago. Actually, like 2 updates ago.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Emperor Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guests to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
You want info on Mose? Here's the fandom wiki if you would like to look at it. She only works with one character. No, she works with a couple characters.
Just like the craftsman feared.
By the way, Mose is a lightning hunt character.
Or biological in nature.
He's also a, quote, shadow guard. He is, well, the way he is described as is... He is a shadow guard of the Yao Qing. He is reticent and silent, always acting on his own. He's basically an expert in intelligence services and other affairs. Basically, he's like a secret agent sort of thing.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze.
I definitely want him though.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology?
Like, he actually seems like a really dope character.
A new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why
The
Boris
pink-haired
attacked the
fox
ship.
he was with...
No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection.
Where
I'll
is
contact
he?
the Ten
I
Lords
just
Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing.
Zhao Q is
After all,
Nihility.
it's the safest place for
The pink-haired
law.
fox you want is Nihility.
As for
If I get a
you,
5-star
Mr.
emits
Craftsman,
pulls for him, then
please
it's a
go with the
plus.
Cloud Knights and explain the
I
situation to
am
the
waiting for the
judge.
day I actually get a double 5-star, even though I know for a fact that it will never happen.
I had a
Yeah, he
feeling
is
the
Nihility.
IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky.
It's
Thanks for your help, Miss Linkshaw.
I should thank you for
it's
my
like
life.
I said,
Your sword
like
skills were
it's
impressive.
interesting.
Taking down that
She's cute though,
guy.
like oh.
I thought the general's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenqing to be so... Yeah, exactly. As for you, it's still early. And you three are coming too.
His background's healer. Cause see, think of it this way. Here's the way I like to see it or view it. If you're a healer, you could also be someone who poisons as well. Cause think about it. If you're a healer, then you should know how to heal poisons. Thus, know how poisons work. That's how I view it, at least.
Companionship service is back on.
You never know. I don't know anything about his kid, so.
All these years, and the view of the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Lofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kind of sad.
Got explosives so fire.
Everything changes.
It makes me think of
somehow.
Gwynethyn, because
Remains
Gwynethyn
familiar.
technically uses dynamite.
Just like you, Don Hung. I traveled far from home.
Oh, Gio, would you like to hear a
and
new
now I've
redeem?
returned. Seeing
It's
the
to win if
familiar
someone
scene
tries to
brings
offer
back
me
a
help.
hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the Ambrosial Arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
I'm all ears.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the
Allow me to
Ambrosial
help you,
Arbor
my
has been
adorable
destroyed,
cheesy puffs.
it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it
Eh.
takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit. In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Oh, wait, I think I lowered the volume too low.
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire Ambrosial Arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yenqing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Linksha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if
That's-
you provided
let's go.
any insights.
Head pats.
Well,
I haven't even
though I'm a
named him yet.
Vidyadharan
He's
like
just
you,
always angry. Also,
I'm
hi,
an
Sammy.
outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but
I feel like your days are different than they used to be when you stream, Sammy.
the Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the law.
This is kind of impromptu because I didn't know the Starl update was today or yesterday.
If you cannot distance yourself from these ties,
I do appreciate stopping and saying
changing
hello.
the situation
He
within
does
the
too.
Alchemy
Despite
Commission
him
may
looking
be
angry, he's happy.
quite challenging.
He just doesn't know how to make a happy face.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating.
You're gonna give him
within the
regular
Alchemy
human
Commission
name?
for years. If
No,
you
I
have
was gonna
determined
call
to
him
root
Pork
them
Chop.
out, maybe you should discuss it with the general.
I see. Thank you for your
Orc
valuable
Chop the
insights.
Depresso. Actually, I have no idea. My naming conventions are terrible.
While the Lux
I'll
Arrow
name it. You know what?
possesses
I have
unparalleled
come up
power
with a
to
name.
sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't
I have come up
sever
with a
mortals'
name.
desire to prolong their
Sammy
existence.
Q Jr.
Just like how the Cloud
Ladies
Knights
and
can
gentlemen,
eliminate the remnants
this
of the
Depresso
disciples of Saint
is known
Lucia,
as Sammy Q Jr.
but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots
Sammy
of the
Q
Arbor to the Vidyadhara.
Jr. Nah?
However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings.
Nah? What you
30
talking
years
about?
ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master.
Depresso isn't
She
happy about that?
recognized the emerging
Depresso would be
undercurrents and sought to
happy if
harness
you
the
wish to
source
play
of the
Mario Kart.
disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of
And I'm not
healing,
inviting you to the
she
party.
didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming.
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum,
I
ba,
was
bum.
also implicated and had to leave the Lafu.
Should name him Despacito.
And guess who arbitrated the
No,
case
no,
and
no,
handed
no, no,
down
no,
the
no. Not that meme again.
None other than
You still have the
General
cartridge?
Jing Wen
Damn, girl.
What?
You told me you had it, and then now you're like, oh, I might not have it.
responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples.
I love how this is more of a just chatting stream.
Alas,
And you laugh at
why
that?
is your face turning pale?
It's such an old meme. Well, it's such an
Don't
old
worry
thing,
about it.
really.
I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions.
Oh,
I
okay.
won't hold
I
any
didn't
personal
know.
grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal
I had
grudges is a
no
luxury we
idea.
can't afford.
Yeah, Semi, I wish our schedules were more intact. Love to play more stuff with you.
Ages for you.
Yunli, why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this
He still has my
opportunity to
Splatoon.
introduce you to
Dude, I suck. I suck so bad at Splatoon. I love the game because it's fun, but oh my goodness.
You stole my
Like,
sword. Give it back.
the main, like, Switch games I have are, like, Zelda's,
Let's skip
Hold on,
the
what do I got? I got
introduction
my
part
Switch
then.
near me. Mario Kart, a lot of Pokemon.
Bumping
A lot of
into you.
Pokemon.
Are you stalking
Pikmin.
me or something? Of course not. Unlike
And
you,
that's it.
Miss Lin.
Oh, and
I
Smash
have
Brothers.
important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects
Oh,
its
dude.
master. I got
Despite
your
what a
sword,
lot of people...
and it told me that you've been
Despite it
distracted.
being a Nintendo
You
game,
hesitate
it
when
is
you can
sweaty.
strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed.
Hello there.
Hello there, cat.
Now that I see
How
it
are you,
again,
my friend?
I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword.
Have you
It
gotten
was
your
you
scythe yet?
who lost
I'm still
focus.
debating on getting my big
You
bonk
really
axe.
expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking
Because I
it
currently
easy
have a
on you because you're
gunblade
desperate
and
to
a
leave, but you're
great
not
sword.
taking the hint.
I'm
Don't
still
people
debating
from
on the
the
third.
Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
We're totally kind of just chilling.
Just you
I'm
know the
honestly
Cloud
doing more
Knights
just
are
chatting than we are playing.
But which
Quite
general
literally.
should I call?
Between the... It is my first day.
But yeah, Sammy, in terms of Mario Kart, I don't play it much. I would do like Mario Kart nights, like for stream related stuff. But I just don't have a lot of people that would join. I know that. I'm doing alright. Just drove a random kid to the emergency room through wiped the scooter in front of my house. Oh, Jesus.
Instead of each... Clear...
It's the Cloud Knight's duty.
Oh, it's
Did he
so
scrape his
heartwarming.
knee or like do something else? And he just got my weapon? Nice. Congrats.
Ever since the disciples of... If you want a contest...
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both...
Oh, you know what? I was actually gonna say that, but I didn't want to. Oh, I fucking ran right by it.
Ugh. Looks like my Let me say it again. The one who kills the most... Be careful when you draw your swords.
Can we see?
Existence
I
of
don't
me.
care who he is.
I'm so different. Burn to ashes!
Like, oh god. Did he not wear like a helmet? That sounds terrible. I hope he is alright. Last time I had stitches, I had a beer glass bust in my hand.
All will be swept away by the wind.
I couldn't use my right hand for like a week.
I didn't expect someone who can't even
The beer
hold
glass
on to
punctured in
themselves.
between my pointer finger and my right hand.
Let the show begin. Blade and flash. Strike apart. Swords descend. Let the show begin.
He's on his way to buy a helmet. Oh, okay. That's understandable. How old was he? Like a kid? I'm about to say, I feel bad if that's the case. And plus with well, no, summer, it's still summer. At least I'm assuming for y'all. So fortunately, it's not like during school or anything.
I win, Miss Yunli.
He sounds
You got lucky.
so proud of himself.
Why don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to consider yourself lucky?
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get... If you think you can just take this sword from my hand...
Yeah. This is like the 4th cutscene. I hope Young Lee kicks his ass. Everyone knows everyone knows big sword wins. Bro, this is Elden Ring but in Hawkeye. I'm just glad it was just outside. No, definitely. But no, I hope he's alright. I hope he gets better soon. Oh! Gee, it's the babe! Dude!
Well fought, my young friends. However,
Geo, it's the
both of you
babe,
have
dude!
shortcomings. One of you
It's
focuses
the
on
babe.
dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a
I want this.
single strike.
I want this. I want this character.
Who are you? Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will.
I'm totally not biased because
I
they're
thought
a
I'd
fox.
seen my fill of impressive fights during the war dance.
Dude, you
Here
have
I
got to
am,
start it.
able to witness a
Are you trying to get the
remarkable
100 first?
Alchemy mission of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung
Wait,
her
you're
sword
pretty
with
behind
equal
then.
strength.
I normally try to
grudges
keep up with them.
between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
So is she sick?
Fei Xiao? Grandpa, always talks about you. Could it be that you are...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lafu, too.
She's such a cool character.
Everyone has heard of the great general, known to all and unbeknown to none.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Lafu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General.
I will say though too, like the updates aren't too long, but good luck on Golbez. Golbez was like a trip the first time around.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli...
Oh, dude, I had like the hardest time on him the first time, because I always go into stuff like that blind.
Here's your sword.
Yeah, I always go into trials, dungeons, etc. blind. I'm like, I could look at it, but I just think the better experience is to do it firsthand and then just kind of learn what's going on. Because after like a couple times, I think you're fine.
Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao.
Dude, Fei Xiao is such a cool character, dude. I love her.
Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jingyuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Incense?
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for
Her
the
moveset's gonna
lady's
be kind of
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh
It is what she comes across as like a ship captain, more or less. Just because she uses a gun. Yeah, one other thing, Kat, when you get into the level 100 dungeons, oh my goodness. It gets gnarly.
So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Lafu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Lafu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jingyuan is aware of this. As for other matters,
Everyone's like V-tops with no sleeves and a jacket covering them.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
my work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jingyuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made
I feel
me
like this is the first character that has earrings on their
This is how
ear.
I operate in battle.
I just feel.
So you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my
So
condition.
interfleet fighting?
She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
Now I see why his eyes
So
are
not even
closed.
the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Jiao Cho. It's all predetermined.
Kinda got the whole techie look going too.
On starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance to the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jingyuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
Straightforward.
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen.
I feel like they've
quite a
changed the
long time.
writing in this.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome! I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was talking about Yanqing, actually.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen
Another
to
break.
represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled swordmasters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jingyuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
I bet
Yes,
it's about
when
how to
do we
deal with
get
the generals
March?
from the Yaoqing and the Juming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
To the Seat of Divine Foresight. You know, good thing I keep up with story. Also, when did they... Oh, they added a TP here? Oh, cool. I did not know.
Earlier at the Palace of Astrum, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yu Chui for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshals still stood firm against the dissenting voices.
What's up, buddy? Indeed, new quest. Also, I cannot pronounce your name, so I'm going to call you Lustrous.
The Alliance with loyalty and wisdom.
Yeah, we are doing the new quest. Everything that speaks up thus far is pretty neat. I keep thinking of Interfleet War. Live? I will indeed. Hopefully I do not botch it.
There are fools who doubt your loyalty.
But yeah, everything comes up has been really neat. You see a lot of the new characters. We just missed the introduction of Fei Shui, if I'm pronouncing her name right.
Achieved anything of their own, so they feed
Yeah, that was a really cool scene. I really liked it. BRB. Ah, you good, cat?
But I've seen
I finished it today. Oh yeah.
And I want to believe that your loyalty has
I'm not gonna lie. I normally keep up. No. Oh yeah.
So
I normally keep up with the update, but I didn't realize the update was this week, so I was kind of behind on it.
Behalf of the Alliance?
So I'm kind of doing it right now. It's kind of like an impromptu sort of thing.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
Oh yeah, I did not know the update was today, so or yesterday. Whenever, sometime this week. So I'm just playing a little bit of catch up.
And listen to Fei Shao's questioning. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Shao's? Whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Shao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way,
I'm not gonna lie. So
for the war dance.
Fei Shao for sure. Outside of that, I'm not 100% sure on anyone else.
Yes, it's this case right here.
Yeah, Fei Shao for sure. I've seen her in the leaks. I do kind of want Mose, I believe his name is. Ling She. I honestly was gonna pull for her until I found out that she's also in 2.5, which is oh yay, which is like oh great. There's two I want.
And the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Laofu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Laofu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the Ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will
Same information. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it because it gives me time to save. Yes. True.
This sword
I already
represents the
have Ho
pinnacle
Ho
of
and
the
Adventurine, so I was hoping to get
craftsmanship.
her. I didn't pull for Adventurine. And I don't have Ho Ho. Right now I'm grinding for E6 Harmony Trailblazer. Ooh, yeah, I don't even think I have E6. I think I probably have like E4. So I didn't pull for Adventurine. I did. So whenever a new banner comes along, I usually do like a traditional 10 pull or whatnot, if not a little more. I have a bad habit of setting up pity.
Thank you for your generosity.
When Acheron came out, so something about me is like I really like characters that are very Virgil-like from Devil May Cry. Virgil is, in any video game I played, Virgil is one of my most favorite characters of all time.
I know you're all about swords,
Mostly because one of his character design, but two, also his combat style, the way he fights. I really like it. To me, Acheron kind of fit that character in this game, so I pulled for her. I got tremendously lucky. I got tremendously lucky with Acheron. I have an E2 Acheron and one light cone, so her base light cone. So E2, I think it's like E2 S0 or something in this game.
It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
I mean Kafka. I do have both of those characters actually. I can show you my characters.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama.
Something for me though is that none of my builds are perfect because the thing that really kind of cock blocks me a little bit are the relics.
It's not a good look for the Alliance.
It's always the relics that really get me. I never get perfect rolls. I get good rolls, I just never get like the perfect rolls. I never get good substat distributions. That's kind of the main issue.
We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
Oh god.
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased
Ron May?
if this apprentice
Dude,
would
my
represent
honestly,
the
I
best
still have
in
to
the
level
war
up my
dance,
Ron May a little bit.
displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both
Also,
the
I gotta
winner
delete a
and the
couple of
loser will learn
emails.
a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome.
That's when my
The
dental
question
appointment is. Oops.
Whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome.
Oh, wait. Are you serious?
By the way,
Why am I being dragged
am I
into this all of a
right in
sudden?
what I've heard in that,
I'm a total
well, if it isn't Creamsicle. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
You'll probably realize I have no hope.
Yeah,
in
there we
giving
go.
up on
Bring it
me.
on.
That'd be so
Rude.
embarrassing.
Your talent is quite...
Not bad. We kind of doing a little impromptu
Are you also
Thursday. I usually don't
interested
stream
in
on Thursday.
swordplay? But you know,
Little impromptu
based
short
on my
stream
years of
for the
judging
update.
people, you don't really need to dive into swordplay to boost your skills.
Hayden, I
And
know that's
doubt
you.
There's anyone out there who can really show
I
you
know
the
that's
way
you,
forward.
Hayden.
As for Miss March, she's like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped.
Yeah, I know it's you,
appreciate
Hayden.
Your kind words, General Huayan.
But yeah,
won't teaching me
you're
swordplay
still
be a
there.
waste
I've
of
heard
Yan
that
Qing and Yunli's
March, the Harmony Hunt March is actually really good.
Plus,
I don't know
heard
if
that
I'm
each
wrong on that.
Swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, Won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training
Half a
before you can
creamsicle.
even start
Makes you think of a
learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating
Yeah,
your
the
opponent
depresso
with
emotes.
just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's
The
fate isn't some
depresso.
special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed.
Depressed.
What do you say, Yang Qing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be
Funny
qualified to
enough,
teach swordplay to others?
actually, hold on.
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yang Qing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yang Qing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
Okay, this is not. Hold on. This is not going how I want it to be. I also have coffee.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey,
I have stuff for a lot of things.
Then I'm on board.
Add more depresso to the espresso. So you're telling me to add the blanket,
Great.
little man. I don't know.
Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knights swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and...
You're...
Well, I get to play with March. Oh god, I just realized I have to level her up. Dang it.
General Huayan's gone. Wait.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because...
Oh my. Well, here, hold on. What else?
But from his point of view,
Well-
we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the law.
I also have a
operations
tiny
log were
cat,
given to
which
the
I've seen.
Alliance,
I know most people have
he
seen. I
probably
have a
wants to see
fur.
firsthand if we're as capable as to
I have a
report
neuro
claims,
model.
or if we're just some
And then I
made-up
have a bang
excuse
boo.
to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has
That's about it.
now evolved into you two collaborating to mentally
So we have
launch.
depresso.
Elder Huayan is...
Technically, I have a couple. I
that
have
tricky
like
general.
3,
who
but
likes
some
to
of them
give
are just
everyone
like
a headache.
very simple.
My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. Now, I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the
for
coming
anybody.
weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared.
Don't worry, General.
I'd say one. This is my main model.
I'm prepared to stay here.
And then every other model I have is like a side, like, kind of dumb model. I have that Depresso one. I have a Ferret.
Thank you.
What else do I have? I have like a female fox one.
No, there isn't much I can do.
I have a Bang Boo from Zenless. I would say 4 or 5. Like, the Depresso one I have is technically 1, but it's more or less supposed to be an attachment like this.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me?
Not who I expected.
It's quite an honor.
I didn't know it was you, Kong.
It's been a while, General Fei Shao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Law Fu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
So curious about like what she's
that
ill
healer
with.
The odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again?
Pichu.
Pichu. Or Kachio?
They're copying Pokemon.
Jiao Chou. He's been
Jiao
my
Chou.
retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition.
It's the condition.
It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health.
I need exposition.
Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
Or did I
I'm
just
relieved
completely
to
be
know
dumb
that
and
you're
miss it
safe and
already?
sound. Well then, since you and Elder Hua Yan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Lawfu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the report from the Lawfu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin.
Oh my god, you know I forgot to show you my my stuff.
Method to
Liv,
fight
I'm sorry.
against the Eons.
I will do it after this.
The Law
show.
Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge waterscape.
I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of going over recent events.
I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well,
Didn't that
due
happen like a
cause,
while ago at this point?
Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all
You think that
this
would happen, and you think she'd come sooner.
but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements.
Humanity on Earth
a moment that our adversaries
had the
relish.
lifespan of the people on the
That's true.
Xiang Lao Fu.
And that's why I'm also
Just
here
imagine
for
it.
another purpose. To visit Hule.
Who's Hu Lei?
You mean that Hule? The Borisin Warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned
I love
in
the
a
cool
shackling
design.
prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos.
Usually, only emissaries from
Is he
the
a boss?
Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century.
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison,
You know,
facing unending retribution.
The prison that this guy is in highly reminds me of the one that Aizen is in. That Sosuke Aizen is in Bleach.
That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Speaking of Ron May, Patrick Core Inn. Can it go with the next thing? Can we like go through this black scene a little faster? The night you're restless, you meet up with the general in a bustling crowd before the war dance keeps you from falling asleep. Day 2.
I'm still feeling sleepy.
Alright. First off, let's get rid of this so it gets this under the way. Why haven't they added a claim all button like Zenless has? You know, if you make one feature that's kind of nice to have in one game, why can't you do it in the other game? I'm just saying. I'm gonna buy it off stream. You're telling me? Oh, God. Also, give me a second. So, it's like I said. Firefly, it's like I said, I was told to build her in break effect, and I did. Look, we working on it, alright? I kept getting screwed over. Follow me, Eon. If I get a better one, I totally will. 10-10-7. Which one's this? It's factory is. It's like I said, none of my characters are like 100% built, right? Like my Ron May, I could still bump these. I just have to spend the time to get this because I never farm for Harmony. When I summon things, I have a really bad habit of only going for DPS characters. Only going for DPS characters. And like this, like... I can totally do it. I have a lot. I think, like, because I'm not going to lie, I have been very bad with farming. Saribot is back. Look at that. Harmony... What is my Harmony at? My Harmony is only at 4. So I still need the 2. So that would definitely be nice to have. Try and work on that on the side. I do need to up her a little bit. I only gave her this prism. Solely because I don't have another one. So this is actually brand new. Oh, this is way brand new. Holy. I'm not going to lie. This could probably be kind of wrong. Whoa, when did they add this? Wait, what set is this? Oh, Kingdom of Banditry? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tempted to craft. Okay, I have this, but what's... It would be HP, I think, right? HP with a subset and break effect. I could craft that. Luoch is my main, only a 0. Still not full. I'll probably need to do that eventually. It's like I said, it's like every time I get something, I normally end up bad habitly focusing the newest character. So, nothing too crazy. It's my Jing. I use a secret vow for her. Acheron along the passing shore. Max everything. Relic set. And then we have our D2, of course. We have Kafka. Black Swan. We have Blade. I do have Bronya. Oh my god. They have stars now. What is this? Still Swan. Also, to make it short, there we go. When did they add the star thing? Like, dude. If it shows that I don't pay attention to the updates a lot, there you go. My girl, Pela. I love her. She's great. Tingyun. I gotta redo her because I took some stuff off, so I'm sorry about that. Pretty much I still have like a ton of work with character-wise.
Peace.
I got him at 60. Outside of that, I don't touch them. And then all these, I don't specifically touch, so. My team lineups. This is my Firefly team. It's my Jing team. Kafka and Black Swan. This was something I tried to do with Clara at the time. That was another side team I was trying. And then 5, this is my Acheron team. I love my Acheron to death. But again, I still need to really work on trying to get other ones. I really need to work on them. On damage over time, I've actually heard she's really good. It's just I never bothered pulling for her. So, like, watch this. Nope, no single luck. I'll probably do a 10 pull on her to try her, and that's it. That is it. I'm very curious with him, though. Because he's... I think I looked online that he's Nihility, but he's also, like, a healer. Or something. Or more than one or the other. But it's like I said, there's a lot more I could do with characters. Because if I have a character, like, already kind of built, it'll just kind of make it faster because I only have to work with them on a certain thing. Like, trace-wise.
You haven't forgotten about our promise to General Huayan, have you? I woke up
he's like a sub-DPS support. That's what I thought. Well, the reason I said healer was just his, like, character background. But yeah, I did see he's Nihility.
The first time someone has called me master. I need to, get used to it. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best. But if you break your master's rules...
Fine. A promise is a promise. Since I promised to study hard, I'll do my best starting today.
Great! That's the spirit.
March is in your hands now, Yanqing. Don't be too easy on her.
Dan Heng, do you even have a heart? Did you... By the way, where's Yun Li?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Dude, they're still competing. Oh my god.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so
Dynamic,
laid
man.
back? So disappointing.
Master Yun Li, you're already here.
Certainly.
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Wait, were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Ju-Ming sword masters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
So she gets the outfit from her. Interesting. Young Lee is winning, if you ask me.
Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful.
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories.
Hey, how does Yun Li know March's measurements?
You're awesome, Master Yun Li.
How does she know the measurements?
See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7 the essence of Ju-Ming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something
This is interesting.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't
Is it
have
wrong
time
to
to
say
ask the
I'm more
craftsman to
hyped for
customize the swords for you. But I
Hunt
did my
March
best to
than
choose
any of
ones
the
that
other
look nice
characters?
and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yun Li?
Oh my god,
The real
dude.
competition
This is like a
is
sibling
just getting
rivalry.
started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
I feel bad for March in this situation. My goodness. Ooh. Oh, hello. Dude, she's so cute.
Does this outfit suit
Oh, dude, she's even got the braids.
Perfect.
Oh,
I
she
chose it
adorable.
carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
Ahem. All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson?
Yeah, you gotta throw him into the fire.
Too intense?
You gotta throw him into the fire.
I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
I love the colors. It's like she says "shing" when she attacks. Okay, hold on. Can I? Nothing. Let's see this. Come on.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
Sarybot's back.
I
Kind
could
of.
take 10 of you.
Okay, I got it. Wait, she's a support? You're still inexperienced with the sword. Why don't you try using your skill first and learn a few moves? Okay. Now I'll ask Mr. Ancient to teach me some moves. Oh. Was that a...
Miss March. Lawfu swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your
Was her ability Boba Tea? You're late. That comes from your side. Sure.
The sword is like water. It cannot remain still.
So you're telling me that she uses Boba Tea? Interesting. She feels attacks can accumulate charge from March 7th. Okay. So basically, she gets a buff from...
Yes, you! Ignore him. Strength is everything.
Like this?
Well done. How many can you block?
His attacks are fucking. But not hers.
Right on time for swordplay.
Ready to shoot. Yeah. Awesome. With the blue hawk, I'm starting to get the hang of it.
It?
Time to show you what I can
let's see.
really do.
Bro, are you serious? Like, look at this. You get the dating, a Boba Tea, and a sword. Your new filter works. I don't know what this new filter is you're referring to.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What?
What are you mumbling about?
Isn't this sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
I'm not gonna lie. I love it.
Nice job.
Oh, you give her the support, thus you get... okay, I totally misread that. 2 bots were stopped? Ooh, I didn't even see it. Nice job. Nice job.
Right on time. I could take 10 of you.
Practice is over.
Oop, I used the wrong thing.
Swords descend.
Here you go, Master.
So can I give both people the buff or just one? There's a once per turn. Oh my god, I love that. I do.
Check out this move.
Watch out. Did ice damage as well? Does she get the ice damage from him?
Right on time for swordplay. Bladed flash. Strike apart.
You'll make good practice. Nice job. Yes,
So
you.
amazed by it
Show
being
you what I
Boba
can
Tea.
really. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What? Yes.
Right on time.
Strike while the iron is hot.
Down to earth.
How many can you block? Bladed flash.
I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry.
I'm
It's
not
totally
gonna
normal for
lie.
beginners.
She kind of
Once
fun.
she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her footwork.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You
Actually,
claim to be able
probably
to
gonna
talk
get
to
off
swords.
in a little
So
while.
what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter.
You know,
Just listen to me, March 7th.
I was kind of expecting to be a little more serious. Hi, Timothy. How you doing? How are you, my friend? Hope your evening is well and or day. So, I'd like to say the thing with March 7th's character is that, like, I was expecting her to be a little more serious. Thank you, Tim. I hope you're well. So preservation, I have no intention on using her as preservation. Switch to the path of the hunt. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, at least she keeps her level though. Even though I'm probably gonna hardly use her. You're welcome. I appreciate it, man. I do appreciate it. I hope your evening's well. Honestly, I'm just chilling with this update. That's just all I'm doing. Oh, forgot about this too. When the battle starts, your heart goes high. Oh god, no. I don't have her things. I did not realize she uses the bullets. That's great. Well, I know what I'm gonna have to farm for. Fantastique.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way,
I am not gonna lie, Hayden. Kyle reminds me of Kyle from South Park. So I'll be like, dang, Kyle. Kyle. Or, I can't do it, but Kyle.
One of them is Yenqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming. Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yenqing wouldn't have it. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all. Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
That meme is my thinking on Young Lee. I love it. I'm actually keeping that for an Elden Ring stream.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Perhaps I might have a shot at beating both masters in the ring?
No. No, not at all.
Get real. You've only been practicing for a short while. How could that possibly
Dude,
happen?
the thought process that goes on with March, probably not.
With your talent, Miss March, if you dedicate a few more decades to training, you might eventually be able to defeat Yun Li.
Decades? But I'll be an old lady by then. No.
No. I'm actually a little curious, like, how her aging varies from these two.
Actually become a pretty decent sword master in such a short time.
Okay, now you're just praising her too
Now I
much.
understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up.
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, Masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades can improve your touch.
Oh, let me see.
I still think Hunt March is very interesting, though.
Single sword, great sword, or maybe a flying sword?
No, we're going for the biggest one.
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the sword master. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
Just as for a record, everybody knows that big sword always wins.
My butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third,
Big sword always
how
wins.
about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt,
Surprised they're not using ass.
you'll drop out of the war dance.
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were supposed
Sky.
to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out the rumors are true.
This guy is very interesting.
Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired
Navia?
boss from the Yaoqing.
No. I'm like, there's no doubt about it that they'd use the same voice actors between the two. I'm like, look at Sayu.
Ah, got it.
Who's
So, you were the
Nadia
participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek
Oh.
at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding.
I
don't
did
know
play
anything
Genshin,
about
but I
martial
played
arts.
Genshin up until
I'm just here on the
about
general's orders to take care of some
who was
official
it?
business.
It was the Yai
I didn't
Miko
mean to
banner.
interrupt your training.
I stopped playing
I'll
after that
be on
banner.
my way.
If you knew nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep
Why does he
frying.
just come across as a killer?
They're just
Literally.
ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align
I like how
your
the fandom, I like how the
ingredients,
wiki
in other
fandom
words,
also
your
describes
apprentice's
her model
natural
type as tall
tendencies,
female.
with the right cooking
That's
method,
funny.
by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. I mean, apprentice.
Really?
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
I need to eat dinner, actually.
Are you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Xianzhou Yaoqing is called the Rancha School.
Did we actually get to go to that ship?
It specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
So, you're the General's cook?
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine. Call me a cook if you want. Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But in reality, I know a thing or two about killing.
See?
After all, the art of healing...
You know, I think it was Gio when he was here that brought this up. That is a very true statement. Very, very, very true statement.
Seriously? Trying to save face in front of...
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No?
This is called tumble dust. An extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Ugh, is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effect. This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That may be so, but still.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
I told you he comes across sinister.
Why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if
Does.
that's an honorable thing or
He does.
sinister.
Picture this. Two individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister? In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive.
Staying alive.
Surviving
Staying
the
alive.
battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yun Li and me, Mr. Jiao.
You know, every time I see him, like, open his eyes just would come across as very sinister.
Well, well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than
Like, I kind of get his character a little bit, but he does come across very sinister-like. Yet I know he's not technically a villain, I'm pretty sure.
I asked the general. We Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To end a war dance is the perfect chance to showcase
I do need to get
martial
some
virtue
food in a bit,
forge
so I am
alliances
speeding
from
this up a
all
little
over-
bit.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yun Qing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity.
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yun Li and Miss Martin.
Speaking of food, I actually can cook it. Take a short break real quick. I'll be right back. I'll probably only be streaming for about another 15 minutes or 40 when I get back, but I'll be right back. Please bear with me. BRB. It's more like dinner time, really.
Let's go. I'll give.
It's more or less dinner time. It's just playing a game like this kind of allows me to kind of eat and play more.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
What's up, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter, the venue for the war dance ceremony.
Ship in the background looks
It
the
doesn't look
same
all that
though.
impressive from this distance.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of the Xianzhou Luofu, standing in the ring,
I want to get a Berber.
take on challengers from all over the cosmos.
A Berber.
Since I was a kid,
I look hard one of that.
training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard. Even in the thick of battle.
Oh, to be fair, Hayden,
facing
I don't know
down
what kind of
savage
snacks you like.
abominations, I never felt scared.
To be fair.
Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world. But then, I faced a really tough opponent. And just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Jiaoqiu meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness.
Fine,
After
Hayden.
that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the general's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights? While the general could teach me the art of swordplay,
It's like I said again, with this update in particular, I feel like there's a lot more of these scenes and cutscenes.
within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason. But after talking with you, Mr. Jiaoqiu, I think I already have that reason in mind. As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Oh, Yenqing.
Gang Lu
so
comes back.
young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I feel.
Dang, I wanted to know.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
It's like, calm down, man. You're just dealing with kids.
I don't have a dream
It's
like
just
Yanqing
all a
has.
part of the plan.
The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's
All a part of the
Challenge
daily
is
life.
because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
Big swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yanqing is the
That's
war
your
dance
reason?
ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life. There are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What
I saw in the
happened,
context.
Mr. Zhao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well,
I feel like some big monster's gonna show up, and that's just gonna be what it
I
is.
guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
I'm pretty sure that's the
You're
case.
leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you can take a look around.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream, but he didn't even ask me.
Why don't we
Alternative
take
moves.
a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself?
Dream on.
He definitely has one trick
You know,
mind.
cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for... All right. I'll take you out of the Stargazer.
All 7. Oh. Wait a second. This is just an area 2 before. Oh, okay. Da-da-da-da.
Just shut up, Red
Oh, the
Flag.
sussy people.
This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of things. You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. I'm doing my best, all right?
Ah,
It
yes,
takes time to
sussy.
figure all this out. When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. How's that? Who's there?
getting good.
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Hey, kids. Didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't.
How the mouth animation seems a little off.
Do what you want.
First of all, I'm an adult. Second, I didn't
It's the mind of a
break
kid.
in.
Yeah, we flew here on a star skiff. Like, whoosh.
Well, I'm not
second to
trying
him
tell
or
you
something?
off, but this place is off limits.
Big sis, let's go.
Man, I would have confronted them.
Huh? Ever hunt planes? Yeah, sure. Big sis will take you there.
Shuha! You should have let me. Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good.
Literally went like a floor above them and they didn't notice. Typical. Typical criminals.
Just said, Yenching. What did I say? Big
Really?
sis, let's go. Come on. Can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about the 3 people we just met.
Yeah, anyone could see that. I just wanted to hear you say it again. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
I knew that from the beginning.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yenching at all.
What? Is he famous on the Lavu or something? Not even the Cloud Knights on the Juming, who all know my glorious name, might recognize my face.
You have a point.
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But one of them blurted out some weird language just now. Did you hear that? I have a feeling
Did
that
they
if
say
we
something
secretly
about
tail
wearing a
them,
skin?
We'll definitely catch these guys in the act. Follow my lead,
Werewolves.
and be careful not to blow our cover.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film.
Oh, one of Nina's ones. Oh, this is just having a picture of the specific conditions.
We should have just killed those lowly beasts. Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over this place. Just dump them into one and no one will notice. Cut the theatrics, Grulock. Even the slightest slip-up could interfere with Lord Moktok's plans.
His voice sounds like he has a speech impediment. Or at least he's like slurring it? Caught his tongue? I don't know.
Preparations to do.
One of those.
Also, don't forget to take those crates with you. Weapons, supplies. We've got to be well prepared.
No. I think it's these like... I feel like they're trying to have like the background of like, oh, they're playing a like a werebeast or something.
Exactly are they up to?
I don't know.
Clue. They seem
It's
to
just
be
what it
in
seems
those
like.
crates. I've got an idea. We can...
A werebeast who's trying to speak a, I guess we'll just say a basic language.
Here. I can hardly breathe.
Just hang in there.
If someone knows.
Let's just put the
Do they even know what they're creating?
all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ships. Lord Moktok said that as soon as
He
we're done,
sounds
we'll
normal.
board
He
places
sounds like he's
and
slurring
leave
his
this
words.
place.
This guy just has anger issues.
Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. You two, come with me. Is it just me? I keep smelling that stench of lowly beasts everywhere we go. Don't be so paranoid.
Just like the werewolf guys in disguise.
They're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia. They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from? And what do they want to do on the Xianzhou?
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared.
So much. I am gonna speed it up a bit just because
breathe quietly.
Time is really limited for me.
And make sure to keep an up. Did he spot us? Quickly, hide!
I want to go to the other box. That's both of them.
Watch out! They're on high alert!
Sucker. Yeah, I feel like Sterry's been a little slow lately. Did he really not see us? Is he actually?
So paranoid. We're running out of time. Get over here. Shuhart, I'm coming.
Goodness.
They're leaving. We should catch up to them. Quickly!
Zigzag it.
What are they up to? They're all wearing official uniforms, but I'm pretty sure they're not members of the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, or the Cloud Knights. This is way too suspicious.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything bad, we'll have solid evidence against them.
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. I'll let the others know and have them prepare more star skiffs. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us. Lord Maktak is ready. The revival of our ancient bloodline all hinges on this operation.
What did he just say? Beast ships?
Who's there? It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
Of course. Designs are really cool though.
Force value, I suppose.
Adusa! Die!
All will be swept away by the wind.
It's gonna be awkward because this team's built around Firefly.
Let the show begin.
Here you go, Master.
Again, this is story march.
Dreams do come true.
Repay.
Let's improvise.
Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind.
Dreams do come true. Let the show begin.
Oh my goodness.
How is this possible? How did these Voxians change their appearances like that?
I'm kind of curious on how they got like
They're not Voxian
sheep
at
thing.
all. They revealed their true form. They're Borisin, just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
Wait, that means...
Well, how did the
just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from Foxians. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship
They basically
Commission,
just killed them and stole their
even
identity.
the Cloud Knights?
Interesting.
Fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give Blue June, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lu Jun before. It was a few weeks ago when we were transporting
This
the Borison prisoners.
guy. Oh.
They can forge official identities and move around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on...
There are more Borison hiding on the Xianzhou. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
So I think I may end up just getting off after tonight. Yes, I think I'll be that. Oh, hey, Kyle. I was actually about to get off for the evening. Also, welcome back, though. Welcome back. I was actually about to get off, unfortunately. I gotta get off and finish some things. But I do appreciate you stopping back in, though. You know, I'll go an extra 20 minutes. I'll go an extra 20 minutes. I will go an extra 20 minutes. Oh, no, I'll play for another 20 minutes since you came back, so.
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Xiao, the general of the Xianzhou Yao.
Hayden, I would, but it's like I said, my home situation's quite interesting.
Let me introduce our guest
So,
to you.
I'll play for about another 20
The one
minutes,
dressed in
and then I'll go
green.
ahead and end for the night.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you. Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained, right? Oh, you didn't. That doesn't sound like the divine foresight I know.
Don't worry. Just tell her the truth.
According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us.
It's not bad. It's
However,
actually the end of my
it was
day.
quite different from the Ruin Legion's
I just wish I didn't have to go to work
style of
tomorrow.
destroying life wherever they go.
What about you, man? What about you?
While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind, we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
You have a clever tongue. I like.
So Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest. Maybe I'll just stick to the facts we know.
Doing good. Glad to hear, man. Glad to hear.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve the Stellaron crisis. However,
That's correct.
everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation. So, why did you place...
I think Elio's prophecy might be the right choice.
Rumor has it that Elio, the leader of the Stellaron Hunters, possesses the power he foresaw that the Xianzhou and the Express would have
Character
important
stuttering.
roles to play in the war against Nanook. That's why we were lured here to the Law Fu, to deal with the Stellaron crisis and fulfill the prophecy.
General Jing Yuan believes in this prophecy too, as mentioned in the report. I'm curious why. Could it be because one of the Stellaron hunters is actually an old acquaintance of...
Please be cautious with your words, Merlin's Claw.
I'm simply bringing up the doubts. Let's move on to the next question.
I really hate
the report
these.
suggests that Don Shu, the master of the
If I could
disciples of
skip these, I
Sanctus
would.
Medicus, colluded with the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the ambrosial art. But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist.
The Great
Even
Ace
if she
Attorney?
colluded
Oh,
with our
dude, I'm
enemies and
terrible at
summoned
that.
the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Vidyadhara guards around the ambrosial arbor?
I don't know. Like, I'm tempted to look up a video.
The answer seems rather simple, doesn't it? The preceptors of the Law Fu...
That's a possibility. But there's another scenario to consider. General Jing Yuan brought back Mr. Don Hung.
I never intended to trespass on the Xianzhou ship.
If you had no intention to trespass, then why did you return?
I was concerned about the safety of my companions. So
please don't worry, Mr. Don Hung. If someone must...
I literally don't care if I failed. Like, I hate
Well,
negotiation.
It appears that you are still unable... Generals, I am finished with my...
So,
Oh, thank
what do
God,
you think,
dude.
General Fei Shao? Have the doubts in the report been cleared?
Yeah, Hayden. Whenever they announced
The two nameless
whenever the
have been honest in their
negotiations were
Even
in
though
here,
there are some tricky details,
I
my intuition
hate
tells
them.
me there is nothing.
They're very lackluster. They're very boring
However,
aspect to do.
The 3 questions I posed earlier were not just for the nameless, but for you too, General Jing Yuan. First, the disciples
direct.
of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Law Fu, yet the 6 charioteers were not aware of it. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the Plague Mark. That was a dereliction of responsibility. Third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Law Fu back in the spotlight.
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking? Or the 10 Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it early. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it. But in the end, the Law Fu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
The other thing I'll say about the negotiation part, they updated
I think
it.
it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy
I still
about
don't like
the
it.
future holds
This is
some
Honkai style.
merit. And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Law Fu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once and for all.
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. You have a way with words. I like it. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was
I
submitted,
appreciate it.
the Alliance has
Thank you
been
for the
filled
compliment.
with rumors and speculation.
The Depresso is
Even
the
within the Law Fu,
other
there are
member?
people accusing you of neglecting your
yes, sir.
duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
So what are your thoughts on all of this?
That's kind of the base form.
Fei Shao.
As a fellow Arbiter General,
How are you,
I
Edlin?
fully understand the difficulties of this position. Personally, I think all these rumors
Request
are
denied.
meaningless drivel. Across
Request
the sea
denied.
of stars, the divine foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Luofu and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again.
So they're on
Borisin
her
packs
ship
that were
too.
once divided and scattered have started
Interesting.
swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs. Moreover, there's an entity named Mongoose behind it all.
An entity?
According to the report,
Can I just say
this
that
entity
they took
isn't
manga and
actually
pronounced it
Borisin.
differently?
It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality. She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison, and as elusive as quicksand. The
Chasm?
Borisin believe
Depressor took a
she'll
break.
give them
He needed
chance
a
to
nap.
rise again.
That's Ventilia.
That's right.
Oh,
You're lucky
Fantilli
that
is
I'm
back.
the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly. I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Luofu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
What's
much
in this
complicated
plan,
politics.
General Fei Shao?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts. And for that, I'll have to ask the two Nameless to visit the Shackling Prison. No, I'm not imprisoning you. While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the Ten Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed testimony with the karmic mirror from both of you. We'll fill in the gaps that weren't covered in the report.
I'm okay with that.
Great.
Worried that I might go back on my word and keep you in the Shackling Prison? Relax. If I wanted to do that, you'd already be behind bars.
You're good. You're
Once
good,
you're
Kyle.
done with your testimony,
You are
you're
good.
free to come and
I'll probably
go
be
as you please.
offline when you come back.
Then, as the Merlin's Claw requests...
Yeah, the Frisk. Lost as a
there's
good
one
guy.
more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance. But I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
So, you are here for Hule.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Luofu's Shackling Prison. Since he is the Broodlord of the Borisin, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there. The recent movements of the Borisin suggest they're planning something.
Frisk, you actually
so we
caught
must
me
act
towards the end of what I normally do.
It
I usually
makes
do
sense
really,
to have the Foxians
really
keep
short
an eye on
streams
their
at night.
arch-nemesis. Since you trust my judgment, I'll repay that trust. What do you think about all this, General Huayan?
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument, but it
I like
seems
how those
both
two are
of you on
characters
the
and he's
same
just
page,
like,
solving each other's problems.
PC.
I couldn't have asked for a better
Very good
outcome.
guy.
And as for
He's an
Hule,
interesting guy. I'll
I'll
give
send
him
my
that.
lieutenants Zhao Cho and Moza to check on his condition in prison and ready him for transport. If there are no more questions, shall we get this started? Do you actually...
The Xianzhou's
You're definitely a unique I hope you'll walk alongside the rainbow's path.
And oh, wait a second. Yeah, don't blame me. I'm Firefly. I'm just taking stuff up, even though I'm a wanted Slytherin hunter.
I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division. You
On
just need
Twitch?
to give your
Ah.
testimony.
As you wish, General.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of what I do a lot.
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your
Yeah, like,
arrival,
I literally just
and
kind
I
of
am
wander
here to
around
receive
as
you.
well.
The judges at the interrogation
Typically.
division also know your purpose in coming.
Yeah, shut up, fool. Everything I have is in my about section, but it's a mossy burger.
Didn't
Mossy
expect to
burger.
be back here after all these years.
Don Hung.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you. Well, technically, the shackling prison is spread out across multiple delves, and the ancient sea is just
Oh, I
where they
really like
overlap.
it.
Please, come on in, dear guests.
Do you try to rig them yourself, or etc.? If anything, you just start with a PNG. PNGs are a bit more simple to make. Well, I don't think in terms of PNGs you have to rig a PNG. Unless you do like PNG Plus or something like that. Dude, he is so sus.
What are you looking at?
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of cake for me.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. You're free now. Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
Yeah, that's the song. It was a verse.
Guests, my name is Shui Yi.
Shui?
And I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
We're Jiao Chou and Woza. General Fei Xiao sent us to extradite the Borisin criminal Hule to the Yaoqing. We're here to
Say,
inspect
do
the
it for
conditions of
more.
his imprisonment and make preparations.
Because you can
for the
like
handover and
self-teach. I know what
transportation.
you mean.
I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
The only thing I'll tell you is, if you want to do it, you can always look up how to do it.
For this trip. Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Borisin abominations of abundance and the arch nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and countless associated crimes. Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the shackling prison and subjected to the punishment of the Forest
Oh,
of
yeah.
Swords.
It's all coming together.
Thanks, Friss. You didn't have to do that.
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He
Appreciate
is the
that, Brisk.
greatest
You didn't have
enemy
to.
of our-
Mission accomplished.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that one.
I'm well aware of
You must have
every
time and
crime.
motivation. I'm legally
Let's
obliged
move
to.
on to the next step.
Totally
When
not.
it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure your safety. I know you've heard legends about Hule since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only the judges of the Ten Lords Commission truly know
You are not legally
what kind of
obliged to.
abomination is locked up at the bottom of the shackling prison. It has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hule. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive. It defies all the documented physical characteristics of the Borisin. The Forest of Swords,
You're good, man.
forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borisin die within 3 days in the forest, but Hule is different. The complex rules are there because of his abnormal characteristics.
I apologize for any offense caused. Please
I've given you the instructions regarding Hule's visitation.
Oh, no, do I need... So, I will say it is 9:56. So, I am going to have to end it here. For everyone that stopped by, though, I know you don't want me to end, Hayden, but I got to. I'm not going to raid anybody. I am just going to end it for the night. Oh. Well, I'll do this. I am an hour ahead. I'm Eastern. I'm sorry, Frisk. It's something I gotta do.
Nya, congratulations on reaching 240 followers, Nya.
Oh my god, Hayden. Good night, everybody. I appreciate it. I'll probably see you in the next couple days, Hayden. Please get some good sleep. Good night, all. Bye-bye. Bye, if you don't have 7TV. 7TV if you don't have.